In this video, I'm going to go through how I improved my chipping, as it was a big weakness in my game. I'm a 12 handicap golfer. It was costing me loads of strokes. Didn't even realise it was creeping up on me. And yeah, just had a load of confidence, changed the technique, much more consistent, much more reliable. Yeah, getting these tap-in bars. And here's what I say on the course.
I'm using the Kevin Kisner chipping method of greenside. It's so good, it's like cheating. Just getting it like tap-ins all the time now.
So I'm using the Kevin Kisner chipping technique. Randomly saw the video on YouTube and it instantly helped me. I'm using a 54-degree Callaway wedge with a wide sole on it. And the aim for the 12 handicap golfer is around 25% for scrambling. And so the first part of how I improved is I started to go to short game areas on golf courses. I was practicing in the garden, but it just doesn't have the same feel. You just can't get the reps in really in the garden. You need to be hitting at flags, landing the ball onto greens, seeing how the ball's going to run out and things like that, and adjusting accordingly. So in this practice session I paced out 20 steps, which is 16 yards, and slightly short-sided myself, as it gives like a good aim for this kind of Kevin Kisner technique. And yeah, so step 3 is to open the stance. So you have to feel really open. It feels really weird at first, but you get used to it and you kind of trust it. As the reason why you open the stance is because you're going to open the club face as well. So step 4 is one of the most important points, is to tuck the right elbow as much as possible. Just hold it into the body, and then you get much more consistency with your shots by tucking the right elbow in, so that you open the club face of the club slightly, as it helps the bounce of the club to glide through the turf as you're striking the ball. And step 6 is you have to lean forward slightly, weight on the left side for me, as I think this helps to de-loft the club and also to help the ball with the strike to get through the turf properly with the bounce of the sole of the club. Here I'm hitting 12 shots to this flag, and I'm looking for tendencies. So obviously you can see here I'm missing short right a lot more in this 16-yard shot, but you can also note the ball seems to land very soft. It's hardly any of them take off when they're hit properly. So you can actually, as you hit the ball, it's kind of like a turning motion. The harder you turn, the higher the ball goes, but the ball still seems to land soft. So that was the first 12 shots I've hit. Gonna hit another 24 here, short-siding myself. And you can see here I'm getting the hang of it. Happy with that shot there. Yeah, so just this technique has just helped a lot for me, for consistency, for confidence, and yeah, just getting the pars, just to get the up and downs. Just my up and down rate has gone up massively since I implemented this technique. And you can see here I'm missing right a lot, which is my tendency. You just have to look for your own tendency when you're hitting through with a shot. But you can see the grouping here. Look at this grouping, is insane. Look, they're just going so close together. That's a very important point, the grouping. So it's a shot you have to practice a little bit. You can't just turn up and just start hitting them. You have to have confidence in it or play regularly. But yeah, look at these shots. I hit that was a bit heavy-handed. Maybe I hit that one slightly thin. But you can see every single shot here I've got a putt for par. Oh, there was a poor one. Just this is a practice session, so just hitting a few balls. And that one was okay. And yeah, you can see here I slightly changed my aim point. yeah, for the last 3 here I changed my aim point, and look, it's just made a world of difference. Slight aim point change, and look how soft the ball lands. It's insane. It's yeah, those two with the top draw, and I think this red ball, I slightly hit it hard, but it was on a better aim point. But yeah, go to try and go to as good a short game area as you can. This is the last 12 balls, and look at that, just top draw straight away. So much confidence with it. That's the tap in par there. And yeah, the ball just lands very soft, and also this technique is really good if you're playing on fast greens, because you can get the ball to land softly and it won't run out like really far past the hole. And there's another one, just a tap in one. And also a point here is, I'm not trying to hole these ones. If you watch kind of some pros talk about these greenside chips, they're not trying to hole them, they're trying to get them so they have tap in pars. Like him, Phil Mickelson, talk about the dustbin lid theory of just trying to end up three foot away. That was bladed, that one, so maybe I was just losing concentration, not taking my time, not having a practice stroke in between this one. And also to note is your worst shots will, well, apart from that bladed one, will generally be much better than your previous worst shots from greenside chips. There's another really good one there, looks like a 2.5 footer, something like that. There's a weak one. That's why it's good to go to these practice short game areas, and don't just, if you just hit 3 balls, it's not good enough. Try and go to when it's quiet. And there's a lip out there, that was a perfect shot again. If you go when it's quiet, you get like 12 balls, or yeah, just take a dozen balls, and then you can really get a feel for just turning through, hitting the shot as you want it. There's another really good one, and yeah, that's 36 greenside chips hit, and yeah, really happy with the technique. It's a 35-foot bump and run. And so that was like 16-yard pitch shots to the chip shots to the hole, and this is the greenside bump and run, slightly downhill. So this is another shot that I'm just doing some short game practice here. So that one's rolled out a bit, but still have like a 4-footer there, I think, for the up and down. Yeah, just doing this practice. I like to hit my bump and runs with the sand wedge, the same club. I just de-loft it. So that was run through a bit, but still have a chance of the up and down. And there's a perfect one for pace, couldn't get much better than that. This greenside chip here is one of my go-to shots. I think that one might have dropped if the yellow ball hadn't been in the way. But yeah, just a shot I can rely on. And yeah, getting the speed for them now. Just slightly heavy-handed with that one. And yeah, it's not as forgiving as the Kevin Kisner chipping method for this 12-yard shot. There's nothing to go over. And that's another really good one. And I think this one has good pace as well. Just didn't have the direction. Yeah, and the Red Bull. Yeah, so I think if you can just go when it's really quiet. as yeah, look, my scrambling has just got so much better after I started practicing on proper courses instead of the garden. And yeah, so I recommend to watch the Kevin Kisner video. I'm glad I watched it. I think he probably explains it a lot more better than me, but these are my results as a 12 handicap golfer. I'm happy to share them with you. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Signing off.